Hi, I'm Holly. Welcome back to my channel, Flow Movement Therapy. Today we're going to talk about why it is that people struggle to figure out how to find what I do, because I think we just don't have the vocabulary in our culture to know what it is that I do. So we're going to talk about that today. So a lot of people come to me and they find me in various different ways, but they don't really know what to type into Google in order to pop up what it is that I do. And I think that's because we don't really have the vocabulary or the awareness of what it is that our bodies actually need. So we're going to talk about that today. Now, for many people, when they have something going on in their bodies, some kind of ache and pain or something that's frustrating them, there's certain go-to things that they do. One of them is, oh, I just need to stretch more. So I know that I'm stiff, I've been sitting around, so I just need to stretch it. The other thing is, oh, if this thing is weak, then I just need to make it stronger. And so strength is going to be what's going to solve the problem. The other is, I just need to move more. So I'll get a standing desk, I'll go to my yoga class, I'll go for a walk, I'll do more movement. And we're hoping that that's going to resolve what's going on. But the trouble is that stretching will often not be getting at the root cause of why those things are stiff or hurting in the first place, so you're stretching the wrong thing, or stretching itself is just not what your body needs at all. Strengthening something might be a good idea, but we end up with strengthening things in the pattern that you're already stuck in without actually resolving the movement program that you're in that may be exacerbating the problem. So you're getting stronger in your bad movement patterns. And then moving more is a great idea, and I'm never ever going to say don't move more. It's what we all need and super, super important for so many reasons. I don't need to go into any of that. But it's just that moving isn't necessarily going to unravel those problems, because again, you're in those patterns that are stuck in that you're not aware even of what to do about. So what we have is this vocabulary about things that are going to unravel these problems, but what we don't have is the vocabulary that practitioners use about movement reprogramming and repositioning and all of these sorts of things that the average person wouldn't type into Google, because we don't know that what happens is actually that our brains are putting us into a certain configuration and we're living our lives in that configuration. And we don't know that we need to show our brains something other than what we are doing currently. Your brain is doing an amazing job of getting you around day to day. Don't get me wrong, it's an unbelievable machine or biological miracle that's up there. But what we need to do is to be able to talk directly to your brain by putting you in shapes that you haven't been in a long time, that you couldn't even, and I couldn't even have conjured up or imagined without learning these types of skill sets. And so that's what I do with people, is be able to put you into shapes that you haven't been in a long, long time and show your brain, hey brain, here's a shape. You might like a bit more of this shape in your day-to-day life. But we don't know to type those things into Google. We don't know to ask our practitioners about these things. And so that's what I'm hoping, is that things like my channel are able to start this conversation a bit more. That the vocabulary that we have, the way we talk about things, doesn't get to the crux of what our bodies and our brains are actually wishing that we had to unravel these things. And so I'm hoping that that's at least going to start a conversation. It's going to at least have you think a little bit more about the standard ways that we go about trying to make things better in our bodies. And if that sounds familiar, those sorts of things going on, or if you have some other terminology you think that's out there that's useful or not useful, go ahead and comment in the box below and we'll start a discussion about that. Thanks for listening today. See you next time.